Is Pluto a planet? Since the 1930s, the school children of Earth have learned that 9 planets orbit our Sun, and that Pluto is the most distant of all. Now, this belief is being changed. A growing number of astronomers have argued that Pluto is not a planet at all, but something else. Before 1930, the furthest known planets were Uranus and Neptune, bringing the total of known planets to 8. However, the orbits of Uranus and Neptune around the Sun seemed strange, so astronomers thought another planet beyond them must be pulling them, of course, pulling them off course. Among these scientists was Percival Lowell. He guessed that a planet larger than Earth existed beyond Neptune. He called this mystery body Planet X. Lowell died in 1916 without ever observing Planet X, but this work continued at an observatory he had founded in the Arizona mountains. In 1930, Clyde Tombaugh was looking through the telescope at this observatory and sighted something unusual. It might be a planet. He carefully guessed. His supervisors at the observatory were more definite. It is a planet, they declared, and they soon named it Pluto after the Roman god of the underworld. Furthermore, the name Pluto could easily be abbreviated as PL. Percival Lowell's initials. Tombaugh's supervisors saw the new discovery as a perfect way to honor their dead leader. Unquestionably, Pluto has some characteristics of a planet. For one thing, it orbits the Sun. For another, it is roughly spherical. Further, Pluto has the Moon, another spherical body that orbits it as our Moon orbits Earth. Pluto's defenders cite all these features as reasons why the 9-planet model is correct. As we learn more and more about Pluto, however, it looks less like a planet and more like a non-planetary object, a chunk of ice and rock. Pluto is not like the other outer planets, all of which are gas giants, large spheres of dense, turbulent, turbulent gases, icy, rocky Pluto more closely resembles some nearby comet-like objects called Kuiper belt objects, which also orbit the Sun. Kuiper belt objects, like Pluto, have more elliptical orbits than the inner planets. Most non-planetary objects in the solar system are small, which means objects, although smaller than a planet, are large enough to be ball-shaped. A good example is a space object known as Ceres, because it was spherical. Ceres was first identified as a planet. Later research showed that Ceres was only one of several spherical objects in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. The astronomers changed their minds. Ceres was downgraded to an asteroid. If Ceres is a sphere and orbits a sun, why is it an asteroid while Pluto is planet? At one time, size seemed to be the main difference. Pluto's brightness and its apparent effect on other planets caused astronomers to think Pluto was much larger than Ceres. Almost no one believes that anymore. Instead of being larger than Earth, like Lowell's theoretical Planet X, Pluto is probably only 1/6 Earth size, about 1,400 miles, 2,260 kilometers in diameter. It looks very bright, not because it is big, but because it is made largely of shiny ice, and because it has a moon made of the same material. It is not really large enough to pull Uranus and Neptune into orbits. In fact, contrary to what astronomers in the early 20th century believed, there is not really anything unusual about the orbits of these two gas giants. Astronomers had incorrectly measured their orbits, so Lowell's predictions about the discovery of Planet X were based on a mistake. It was only by chance that Pluto is where Lowell had expected Planet X to be. In the end, the battle over Pluto is a battle between tradition and precision, Pluto's defenders argue that there is no harm in calling Pluto a planet. The current arrangement honors a great astronomer, Percival Lowell, and correctly shows the positions of large objects in the solar system. There's no point in confusing things by making a change. On the other side, astronomers argue that science must be accurate. Now that we know about Kuiper Belt is one of them. The decision about Pluto rests with a group of scientists called the International Astronomical Union. So far, they have not voted on a change of status for Pluto. If they ever do, one possible outcome is a compromise. Pluto might be called two or more things at once, both a planet and a Kuiper Belt object, and perhaps something else as well.